but we're going to see a new Fast and Furious car. Well, we're going to see a new donor car, and you already know what it is. But like I said, I'm waiting for that 20,000 followers or 20,000 subscriber mark in order to start this project. But nonetheless, we're going to check out this car today, and I'm bringing you with me. Also, I need to apologize. This whole video is going to be filmed on my iPhone since I don't have my camera rig with me. So please just keep that in mind. I'm sorry for the quality, but at least you're going to see the first step of building a replica, which is go check out a donor car. Okay, and there she is. Let's find a way to park now. Seriously, as you can see, the interior is pretty decent. The leather is a bit dry, but nonetheless, it's a great car. It's a super low mile VQ30, and you would need to put the hood on the other side. Wondering if it's unloading in third.
It's your fuel, man. It's got a nasty hole. That's why you're unloading in third.
I told you we started shit.
So my only concern with the car is here. It's weird. There's something that happened here at some point. But other than that, kind of look okay. We're still looking at the 22-year-old car. Definitely need new fenders. The most important thing when you're looking at an old Nissan, it's the rocker line here, the rocker. These, they look fine. And the doors are not bad at all. Okay, so I'm still in front of the shop right now where they are selling the car. And first impression, the car looks super clean. There's some rust, but that's something you should expect from a 22-year-old Nissan. And same as the Bring Back Jesse Jetta, that car was not, although it was a good-looking car, it was not immaculate. And but definitely a great donor car. Everything seems to be brand new. Every time the person that had the car had an issue with it, whether it's brakes or suspension or stuff like that, it was immediately fixed. So that's a good thing. We know for a fact that this car would be a great starting point. And that's the most important thing when you're doing like a Fast and Furious car, because Fast and Furious car usually starts with 20-plus-year-old cars. And if you know that you're going to spend thousands of dollars on a car, you need to be sure that at least your donor vehicle is in great condition. And so far so good. We're going to leave now, and next time we'll be here probably is going to buy the car. But like I said, 20,000 subs, that's what we need to get this car. What is going on, guys? First video of the year, and I'm wearing this shirt, okay? Maybe if you don't know. Yeah, okay, you see it? There's a special reason why I'm wearing this shirt. Last week, I actually picked up something. Yes, the Maxima. It's behind me. We are ready to build this car. The project is green lit now. I'm going to show you around the Maxima, and I'm going to show you why did I choose this very car. There's a reason why I haven't got any other Maxima. It's a bit of a geeky thing, but I think these small details makes everything. So I'm in the Maxima right now, and like I told you, there's a very specific reason why I've chosen that car over a bunch of other Maxima that were for sale on Craigslist or eBay or stuff like that. This car is actually, it's got 132,000 kilometers, which translate to roughly about 70,000 miles. This car is basically brand new. And there's a big problem with these Maxima on the East Coast. They have a tendency of getting rusty, and rusty would be an understatement. These cars are eaten away by rust on the East Coast, and there's a small amount of rust on it. Obviously, there's like inside the fender, or the front fenders on the car also got some rust issues, but other than that, the car is pretty clean. I really want to show you a bit more. You're going to see the interior is super clean also, but I really want to show you something really funny. Okay, we're going to start the car. So we're going to start the car, and you're going to hear the sound of the beast. A little bit of a loose strap, but sounds good. But the thing is, from what I've realized, is that I don't know if you can see it on screen, but there's some smoke from there. So that means a major hole on the exhaust, but we're going to change that anyway. There's a little bit of smoke here, but not that bad. But you can definitely hear that there's an exhaust problem on that car. That's what happened when a car is sitting for so long at the same place. Here's the rust issue I was telling you about, but we're going to change the front fenders. Other than that, we've got pretty clean front end. The rad support on these cars are garbage, so we're going to change that also. You can see there's no, I don't think we can fix this. We're going to change the fender too, but as you can see, the bumper was painted on the car. Yeah, nice touch. Really bad fix, but anyway. Other than that, pretty clean car. Automatic, just like in the movie. Black interior. Well, I won't show you everything about that car because you already saw that car in a video I've made this past summer. When we were looking for a car, we actually went to see that one, and the car was already sitting in a used car lot for quite some time. There's not a lot of people on this earth who wants a 4th gen Maxima. But this one is going to look so awesome with the Bring Back Jesse Jetta, don't you think? Sounds good. Not gonna lie, I kind of like the sound of the car. We're going to redo the whole interior, black and blue seats, supercharged engine. We're going to do the reverse opening hood, and also the louvers on the sides, just like the real one. And then it's going to look amazing with the Jetta. But we're going to bring that thing inside the shop, and I'm going to still work on it a little bit. But like I said, I really wanted to show you the car, the beginning of the project, what we have to work with. You can maybe you can see on the screen, but you can clearly see the pearl on the bumper doesn't match the fender, well, the quarter panel. But anyway, we don't really care. We're going to respray the car. So I just want to take 30 seconds to do a major shout out to our sponsor for this project, Auto Primo. Auto Primo is a used car dealership in Laval specialized in luxury car. Of course, this is no luxury car, but nonetheless, Auto Primo help us out with this project, and they are going to be very, very helpful to do the first ever replica of the Maxima, at least the first screen accurate replica of the Maxima from the Fast and the Furious. So I really want to thank them a lot. So the car is inside the shop, it's fully clean. Now we're going to drive back home, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more on what we are going to do with this car and our challenges, because there's going to be a lot of challenges around this project. So I'm back home now. As you can see, the background changed quite a bit. I just run you down all the details, all the challenges that we are going to face. We have a very, very clean body, as you can see from all the images. One of the challenges that we are going to face building this car, even though the car looked super clean when we saw it for the first time, you may remember from the video, or if you want to see it, just click right here. But the first time we saw the car, we realized it was a clean car, but it has been neglected for quite some times, if not years. Today we actually cleaned the car for the first time. It was the very first wash the car had in years, and I've realized some few things. I saw some rust at places I didn't saw the first time when we went to inspect the car. Am I stressed out because of that? Not really. The amount of rust that really bothers me is on the rear right quarter panel. But since we are customizing the quarter panel to do the side exit exhaust, it won't be a problem. Other than that, the engine, there's some small leaks underneath the car that we need to give more attention. But other than that, it's maybe probably some seals, stuff like that. You know, a car like that, that has been sitting for some time like that, it happens. You know, when we got the Corvette this past summer, there was a bunch of leaks underneath the car because the car was sitting in the garage for over 20 years. Things like that happens. But now for all the other challenges building this car, the side exit exhaust won't be a problem. It's fairly simple, and the guy who's doing the body work on my car is very, very good. He's been doing like the craziest builds in Quebec. So honestly, my trust is to like 110% with him. So no problem with that. But we are going to need a custom hinge system for the hood. Because as you can see from the pictures that I'm going to put on the screen, the engine compartment of the car, the hood, is opening on the other side, a bit like an old E30 BMW, stuff like that. So there's some very little space to install hinges, hood hinges, to do that. So I'll need to scratch my head quite a bit to know what to do. But the best thing I can say I have right now is the help of Craig Lieberman himself. So that's a good thing. Like I said on Instagram, this project, even though it looks from the outside, it looks super simple, it's going to be probably my hardest build ever, because you know there's been so many trials and error with my other builds, with the Jetta, the Eclipse, and over the years you've been expecting more quality from me. So I'm always trying to push the boundaries of how perfect a replica can be.
And when it comes to the Maxima, the problem is Craig has been saying on his video on YouTube that my cars are the best example of any replicas he saw. So to to attempt a replica of a car he actually owned, it's going to be quite a challenge, because I really want him to be satisfied with the result, but it's going to be super hard. I mean, I'm trying my best to get replies from the companies who's building parts like still in for the body kit, stuff like that, and sometimes it's hard to get answers, even though you know that they are still making the product you need and stuff like that. But anyway, the hood is going to be one hell of a challenge. When it comes to the sound system, I really want to go for the look that the car had in 2001. As you may know, if you've been watching the Maxima video of Craig, you know that for a fact the sound system changed throughout the years. Probably 2004, 2005, one of the new owner of the car changed the setup. It looks better, yes, but it doesn't look period correct, if I must say. So we'll see what we're going to come up with. But this build is for you guys. A couple months ago I asked you what should be the next build, and this time you've chosen the Maxima. A lot of you have been asking me Tokyo Drift cars or cars from other movies, but I feel like the original Fast and the Furious is the only one I really want to attempt, because it's so iconic. You know, these cars, people know them a lot, and that's why I really want to stick with the Fast and the Furious one. And I don't want to build like a Supra, because there's probably the best example in the world, the best replica in the world, like not even 20 miles away from me. So instead of doing these cars like the Maxima, not the Maxima, but instead of doing cars like the Supra or, I don't know, the Too Fast Too Furious Skyline, I prefer to attempt cars that I really love and that I never seen replicated before. So that's part of the reason why I'm going with the Maxima. When it comes to the engine, we already found the supercharger system, but the only problem is, do I need to do upgrades on the engine? I don't know. Am I gonna do some upgrades on the engine? Definitely. So we want this car to be reliable. That's the most important thing. This car needs to be reliable. Since there's no racing seats inside the car, there's no racing steering wheel. It's going to be a very convenient car to drive. So I really want a car to be reliable, as the most reliable as possible. And also, if I can drive this car from Montreal to LA, I will do it, because the white Maxima that I just bought is a very low mileage car, and there's not even 80,000 miles on this car. So this car can definitely make the trip from Montreal to LA. So guys, this was the very first video about the Maxima. It's a bit quick because I just wanted to show you the overall car. The process of the paint work, the body work and everything will start within the next month. So keep in mind, it's going to be a slow start, but once it's started, it's going to be a fun ride. And yeah, it's going to be amazing for sure.
So we are on our way to Technique Pro, which is the body shop who's going to do the work on the Maxima, and I'm super pumped. Honestly, this car drives so well, and even though it's like a 23-year-old car, it drives, even though there's like a small exhaust leak right now, so maybe you can hear it, but apart from that, the car drives like a brand new car, which is unbelievable. Honestly, the Jetta was no good. Well, it was a great car when I got it, but it was not as good as this one in terms of driving quality. And honestly, it's a very solid car. My only worry though is, since this car is an automatic transmission, I'm a bit worried about how this transmission will handle the boost, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go. I'm like 10 minutes away. Super excited. And here we are, Techni Pro. Let's park here and we're going to show him the car. What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since the last video, I know, but with all that happening right now in the world with the coronavirus and stuff like that, I'm living at a slower pace right now, but still we are going to make the Maxima project. It's going to happen. Matter of fact, I just picked up the body kit for the car, a real still-in body kit. It's not a brand new one. It's been installed once or maybe twice. But today we're going to bring this to the body shop, install it on the car, just do some test fitting, but at least we're going to have the first view at what this Maxima project will look like. And also you're going to meet my friend Martin, who's in charge of all the body work on the car. So it's going to be super fun. So we're going to take measurements. We're going to install the body kit just to see how it fits. And then we're maybe going to cut the first hole for the side exhaust, because there's a lot of people asking about that side exhaust. So follow me, let's go on a ride.
Même pas obligé de forcer. Je suis capable de le payer en arrière. C'est juste du raw métal ou du pâté. Ouais, c'est ça. Hey, wait for it.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Quand ça tombe dans le... Oh man, l'épaisseur de ça. Oh oui. La gangrène, mon gars. Il est beau. Comme neuf.
Tant que l'aile d'en arrière fait pas ça.
Ah, c'est sûr que je pleure ma vie, mais non, elle devrait pas être coupée. Là, c'est wow. Oh my god, ça c'est génial. Ça, c'est un peu plus de métal.
Ah, on est correct.
Ouais. Ça, c'est comme dans les vidéos, là, tu sais que le gars il t'arrache les morceaux complets du char.
Ah, ça pour Facebook, c'est bon ça.
Mathieu va m'arrêter parce que je vais mettre de la marde partout sur le plancher.
C'est sûr qu'il est pire.
Oh my god. Surtout ici, dans la bas, là. Oh my god.
Pas d'en bas.
Ça, c'est du poté. Il y a encore du solide un peu.
Oh. Ah, ouais, moins pire.
Ouais, un peu. Passe par endroit, là. Ah, les bleus, les rivets. Oh my god.
Craque là, là. Ça, c'est une belle. Oh shit.
Cancer. Jusqu'à où est-ce qu'on s'en va, moi? Ah, ça va pas jusqu'à là. Ça, c'est. Ouais.
Des rivets before it was cool.
Ouais. Rivet and pitch. Du rivet et du pitch.
So right now, as you can see, we're going to replace anyway the front fenders, but we just wanted to see how bad they were underneath all that Bondo and stuff.
So as you can see, the Maxima had some secrets behind all that Bondo in the front fenders and everything. My biggest worry though with that car was the rear quarters, and from what we saw, there's no rust whatsoever. So the overall body of the car is in great shape, and all the parts that are rusted out are replaceable. So as you can see, I already have my front fenders. I also have my rad support, but this is the next step. We are going a bit later this week. We are going to remove all the front end of the car, get rid of those nasty front fenders, and we're going to replace the rad support. So that's the first step. The biggest problem we have, this video was supposed to be much longer, but since of the whole pandemic happening right now, we have some issues with metal suppliers and other part suppliers for this project. So we're going to start with the engine bay. We're going to probably strip all the paint on the car and do what we have to do. Of course, the schedule of the car has been a little bit extended. Well, at first we were supposed to unveil the car in May. It's going to be impossible, that's for sure. But that means I have much more time to work on the car since we are not working right now. My shop is closed. Almost every business here in Montreal are closed. As for right now, me and Martin are working on the Maxima. The next step, like I said, is the rad support. We are going to replace it. We already have all these parts to work on the car to get the job done, so that's a good thing. The body kit is a perfect match. As you can see, it fits perfectly. So next step, like I said, it's going to be strip off the paint, remove the interior, send that to inside. They are going to rework all the leather inside the car. It's going to be black and blue instead of all black. Super exciting project. I'm super stoked about it, guys. If you like that video, if you love the project, please just leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already. And of course, there's going to be a lot of behind the scenes on my Instagram. So until then, guys, I talk to you soon. Thank you for watching. Today I'm super excited. Super excited because, well, first of all, I filmed some stuff about a week ago with the Maxima and I really want to show it to you. And there's something new with the Jetta. But first, let's go watch the video I filmed about the Maxima and let me explain to you what it is. Basically, we took some measurements and then we decided to cut some sheet metal into the car in order to do some room for the side exhaust and also the louvers on the hood. It's going to be filmed as like a small music video, so please don't mind. You'll see there's no one talking at all. But after that, I'm going to show you what's new on the Jetta. And I think it's like the last part of the puzzle, so I'm super excited about this. So let's watch the video and then I'll be back. Today's the day. Yeah, we are actually gonna work on the Maxima and do a video on the Maxima. So many people are asking me, what's going on with the Maxima? Well, you're going to see some stuff with the Maxima, and to be in this old Fast and Furious vibe, I decided to take the Jetta. As you watch this video, I know the rear seat is not in, but yeah, it's done right now.
now that you saw what's going on with the Maxima, let me explain to you. So now that you saw the video with the Maxima, basically there's not a lot of custom work done yet to the car, as you can see from the video, but these were the crucial detail that we had to do just about right, because the thing is, there's no other Maxima replica made right now. Well, I think there's like one tribute car, but like a real full-on like replica, there's not a single one. So I had to take measurements from my cell phone, take pictures from the magazine, then scale that out. It was hard, but anyway, now that this is done, please let me know, by the way, in the comment down below, if you love these kind of small like after movie music video that I just did with the Maxima in what you just saw. Let me know in the comments. But now let me show you what's new with the Jetta. For the past 3 years, I've been wanting that part so freaking hard. The thing is, with the Jetta, almost everything is custom made. Like the interior is crazy custom work, and there's not a lot of picture of the rear seat. Matter of fact, most of you think that the rear seat in the Jetta is just two custom Sparco seat welded together in some sort. It's not that at all. So let me show you right now what's new with the Jetta, because that's the rear seat. It's been just installed, and it looks so freaking good. Let me show it to you. So as you can see, we've got the rear seat installed. We've got the PlayStation 2 with the remote, the belts, everything is just perfect. Of course, there's some improvement that we need to do in the interior still, like small details. I still need to order the nitrous gauge, but it's like $300 and I'm not ready for that. But in the back, there's going to be the VHS player. Yes, VHS. And there's going to be the rear deck is going to be completely custom work. But so far from the interior, now it looks freaking amazing. I really love this. Yes, the PlayStation is functional, and inside there's a copy of Need for Speed Underground 2. Let's face it, this is like the best game ever by far. But anyway, this is the new part for the Jetta. What's next for the Jetta? There's still some stuff to do. I got all the audio work, I got all the audio equipment that I need now. So we are going to do the sound system next. Super excited about this too. It's going to be awesome, because I think that's the only thing left to do with the car. What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm super excited because I'm going to the body shop and we are going to see what happened on the Fast and Furious Maxima over the past week and a half. Martin at the shop worked his ass off on this car, and you won't believe the amount of work he put into it. It's crazy. There's already blue paint, there's already side skirts, body kit, and the custom hood is being done. Man, this is awesome. By the way, I got the interior right behind me. This is going to be what we need to redo the whole upholstery inside the car. So the leather is going to be black and blue. We're going to put the TVs in the headrest, and it's going to be dope. So let's drive to my friend's place, to Martin's place, and we're going to have a look to the car, see what's up with it, see all the repairs he did, and what's coming next for the upcoming weeks. It's been 1 year since we decided to bring the Maxima to the body shop in order to work on it, and I think it's time to do some actual work. So for the past week, we've been working on the car and fixing some rust issues, working on the hood louvers. We even received the wheel today, so that's super cool. By the end of the day, I'm going to bring the interior to inside. They are going to redo all of the leather on it because it's, I mean, it needs to be changed. So we're going to check out what Martin is going to tell you what he did this week on the Maxima, but there's a lot of work that has been done to the car. Wow, le toit a vraiment changé.
Yes.
Fait que c'est quoi qui a été fait depuis la dernière fois que j'ai vu?
Beaucoup de choses. Le tout a fini de sécher. On va le dire comme c'est. Il y a beaucoup de rouille qui a été réparée sur la voiture depuis l'an passé. En fait, nous, on a vraiment commencé, ça fait à peu près 2 semaines. On a fait le tour de ce qu'il y avait. On a été chercher des pièces. On a acheté un capot de remplacement, on a acheté une valise, on a acheté un pare-choc. Parce qu'il y a eu un gros dégât dans le devant de la voiture, puis ça a été patché tout.
Ouais, il y avait pas mal de rouille au début.
Il y avait beaucoup de rouille. Ça, on a caché les pièces parce qu'on ne veut pas se faire peur. Mais effectivement, comme toutes les Maxima de ces années-là, le bas de radiateur était complètement défoncé. Donc, on a changé toute la pièce en avant. Le capot avait été fardé, fait qu'on en a trouvé un de remplacement qui est en pas trop mauvais état pour l'année. On a préparé les mesures pour aller faire les louvers, dans le fond, pour faire les vénitiennes. Ça va être précis dans les prochains jours, voire les prochaines semaines. Une fois que c'est fait, on va être prêt pour la peinture pour ça. Ensuite, tu prends ton bar. On va l'enlever temporairement. Hop! On va l'enlever et voilà. On va l'enlever. Je peux le déposer. Pendant qu'on avait défait le devant, on a déjà préparé la couleur de l'unité pour présenter le film. Dans le fond, la voiture, dans le film, il y avait cheap et hot, on va le dire vraiment. Ils n'ont pas sorti le moteur pour faire la peinture, pour changer la voiture de couleur. Ils l'ont mis noir pour simplifier les choses. On a préparé ça. On a installé, fité tout le devant. On a peinturé les ailes avec la couleur de la Viper GTS bleue de 96, qui est sensiblement, en fait, c'est une génération de couleurs qui a été prise pour la voiture. On a super bien laissé les peintures telles que vues dans la vidéo blanc. On a remonté en fait les liquides, tout ça, on a replacé la mécanique, ça roule bien. Ensuite, on a déprimé l'intérieur de la voiture. On a tout enlevé ça parce que l'intérieur aussi s'en va chez Insides. On a installé l'airbag, celui qui était correct, movie correct. On a démonté les portières aussi pour fitter les miroirs, ça s'en vient. On a préparé la nouvelle valise aussi pour remplacer celle avec l'aileron. Puis on a commencé à faire des travaux de rouille qui étaient plus importants au niveau de l'arrière du véhicule. Les rockers, les bas de caisse. On a commencé les travaux de rouille, on a démonté, comme je disais, les portières, on a défait l'ensemble de l'intérieur. Ça s'en aille au remplissage. J'avais beaucoup de problèmes de rouille au niveau des tours d'aile arrière, beaucoup au niveau des rockers en bas. Vous allez le voir dans les vidéos qu'on a tournées cette semaine, une partie des réparations qu'on a fait. On a commencé à modifier aussi l'aile arrière pour faciliter la sortie d'échappement qui allait être ici. Donc, on a tout capé à l'intérieur pour que ce soit le plus hermétique possible pour qu'on se ramasse avec des gaz d'échappement à l'intérieur de la voiture. Donc, on est en train de finaliser ça. Ça devrait être fait dans le courant de la semaine prochaine. Toutes les réparations, dans le fond, de dommages de structure vont être faites. Suite à ça, on va se préparer pour la peinture, dans le fond. Là. Le nouveau couvert, les bumpers, c'est tout déjà réparé. On voit l'ancien qui est là. Vraiment endommagé. Les pièces de balai-kit, ça va tout être préparé aussi pour la peinture là, dans le courant des prochains jours. Donc, on attend que le capot soit fait. C'est notre pièce de notre chef-d'œuvre, dans le fond, pour la voiture. Il va rester quelques petits trucs là, à faire là, au niveau des pentures de capot, parce qu'on sait qu'ils rouvent à l'envers. Sinon, on s'avance très rapidement. Très rapidement.
Before moving on with this video, I want to take a few moments to talk about today's sponsor, Modfine. Modfine is an automotive marketplace for like-minded enthusiasts to buy and sell parts as well as share a listing for cash, better known as kickback. The kickback function is a unique feature that rewards the Modfine user who help you sell your listing with actual cash. Download the Modfine app by clicking the link in the description down below and start selling your old part today. Now let's move on with the video.
So one thing that I always do every time I'm building a car like this is to try all the parts before the car go to paint. So that's what we are going to do. Put the wheels, the lips, the hood, everything on the car. And we're going to have a look of the Furious Maximus all completed. So let's go.
So you may recognize or not the background here. It's, well, I'm back at the shop. I took all the Maxima interior out of my truck because inside custom interior, they are coming to pick up the seats. And I want to show you what is going to be done to the interior of the Maxima from inside custom interior before we put everything back inside the car. So let me show you. So as you can see, we've got the interior right there. Great condition. The leather is still pretty good for like a 23-plus-year-old interior. We are going to change all the inserts around here. It's going to be blue. Same thing goes for the door panel. That part is going to be blue also. And the pièce de résistance. We are going to take these brand new monitor and they are going to be installed in the back of these headrests, just like the real car. Honestly, I'm super excited about this. I'm probably more excited about this than the Jetta itself. Inside are the guys who did the rear seat in the Jetta, all custom made. And I mean, this is easy. This is a walk in the park for them, but I'm super excited about this. So inside is going to pick up the seats anytime soon. And I'm going to keep you updated on this. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm super excited because we are going to put some paint on the Maxima already. So I'm in my super Honda helmet right now and I'm ready to go to Martin's body shop. We're going to have a look to the first step of painting on the Furious Maximus. So without further ado, let's go on the road and let's go see the Maxima. So right now I'm at the shop, as you can see, and I'm ready to leave. So automatic, save the manual. I know. Let's go. And we are going to see the Maxima in about, let's say 30 minutes if the roads are good, but it's actually snowy outside, so we'll see. So let's go on the road and we'll see the Maxima in 3, 2, 1. And here we are at Martin's place. So we are going to get out of the car and go see the Maxima. Let's go. Okay, let's go inside. Bonjour, bonjour. Okay, so we are at the body shop right now. As you can see, the Maxima is right over there. They are doing the paint prep on the car. And as you can see, there is an S14. I'm going to put our name, our Instagram handle at the bottom of the screen if you want to check our project. This car is going to be sick. But here's the Maxima. So we are going to paint all the door jambs. The hood we still need to send the hood to the hot rod shop who's going to do the louvers. As you can see, here's the exit for the exhaust. It's going to be cool. They are starting to paint all the door jambs into the panels. The doors are in the paint booth. The Maxima is right behind me, and I'm going to show you some stuff. As you can see, right over here, we got the rear side skirts, and we've got a bunch of parts of the Maxima right over here. So this was the paint prep for the Maxima. I'm super excited. You will see it, or you probably saw it in the video. Just the door jamb alone, to see the paint, it's phenomenal. So I'm going to jump in the super element. So here we go in the super element. So guys, I really hope you enjoy this video. Honestly, the car is coming together. It's super exciting to see. Every time I'm building a replica, the best moment is when I see the first coat of paint, the first layer of paint on the car. And this is what really drives me to even build another one and another one, and so on and so on. So in this video, we took the time to show you the process, the preparation of the paint. But in the next one, you're going to see the whole thing getting painted completely, the exterior of the car. I think this is going to be the first video of the birth of the Furious Maximus. Anyway, nonetheless, it's gonna be awesome. You saw the paint already on the door jambs and everything. It looks phenomenal. Now we are getting ready for the big thing, the whole paint job on the car. I'm super excited about this. Plus, we are still waiting to receive the exhaust for the car. There's going to be a MagnaFlow exhaust, and then we're going to customize the end of the exhaust to put the exit through the side quarter, well, the quarter panel. And also, we are waiting for our coilovers, custom coilovers from Fortune Auto, and we're going to put that on the car, test out the new wheel. Once the wheel are going to be fitted on the car, we are going to bring the wheel to Jordan at Wheels Garage. He's going to refurbish the whole wheels, and then I think we are going to be ready to reinstall the wheel with the brand new Toyo tire. Anyway, I mean, it's super exciting. We got it. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be different. So first off, I'm in the car right now. By the title of this video, of course, you're thinking, okay, there's going to be another project. and the Maxima video is supposed to be released next week. So why are you going to do something with the Maxima, new project? Anyway, let me explain to you. So in the first part of this video, we are going to work on the actual Maxima hood system. If you watch on my Instagram earlier this week, I showed you the mechanism, everything. We finally figured it out, and it's a bit sneaky. Let me explain. I'm sneaking the mechanism video into this vlog because I don't want to spread the information too much on how do you open the hood and everything. It took us more than a year to develop this system, to find out how it was made. So that's why I'm sneaking this part of the build into this video. And of course, we are going to install these on the Maxima, so that way the hood will close the right way. Anyway, you'll understand. And then we are going to pick up my new project. It's going to be, well, you're going to see in this channel, you're going to see different kind of projects. Even though I'm still working on cars, this is the main reason of this channel, but we are going to sometimes work on other kind of stuff, and so there's going to be this project that I'm going to pick up later today, that's you're going to see in this video. And there's also another project that I'm working with Hoshko. So we are going to build a custom PC with the Fast and the Furious Jetta in mind. So stay tuned, it's going to be awesome. So before going to the body shop, some mandatory Tim Hortons is needed, because you know I'm Canadian, so I need that kind of stuff to start my day. I have no choice. So, and there's not a lot of people on the drive-thru. Sometimes it's so freaking long. I mean, for us Canadian, Tim Hortons is a bit like, I don't know, Starbucks, even though there's some Starbucks in here. But anyway, enough talking. Let's grab some coffee and drive to Martin's place. Oh yeah, and here we are with the pickle mobile. Let's go. Shut up. Save the manual again. So we've got the hood pins right there, and here's the mechanism for the hood. And we are still keeping the factory latch. We have right here the Bomex mirrors ready to be painted, the side skirts. And over there, we've got the guy who's going to tune the car. We installed a brand new trunk with no holes for the wing. And we've got the exhaust.
I'm gonna show you what we did. So we got the hood on like a two-step opening to open it like backwards. So actually we got tracks so the hood climbs up and get off the regulator. There you go, latching it. Getting old. And then we take it off the lot, and then we open it up. So the next thing is gonna be the hood pin to lock it down on this end. But there you have it, the reverse mounted hood that you can see in a movie.
Nice.
Easy. Clip.
Okay, so as you saw, the work on the Maxima is it's progressing super fast. The hood is super cool. Of course, there's still some stuff to do, as you can see from the previous part of the video with Martin showing off how it opens. There's still some, it's still a bit flimsy, but we're going to add some stabilizer and stuff like that. But anyway, it's going to be dope. But now it's time where we go to the main subject. There's a new project. And if you're following me on Facebook, I don't really have a huge following base on Facebook, but I share a lot of stuff. It's not only car related, it's just stuff about me. And back in July or August, I shared that I wanted to try to get back the same dirt bike I had when I was a kid. And the thing is, they are highly collectible motorbike now. The 1984 Honda CR, a lot of people want these, so they are super expensive and hard to find. But some partners decided to jump in the project, and they told me, well, just try to find the bike and we'll get you one. We found a bike, and now it's time to pick it up. Of course, it's not car related, but I'm pretty sure you're going to love the fact that I'm going to take this bike and turning it back into some kind of a replica of the bike I used to drive as a kid, which is super cool. So let's go on the road, let's grab this bike, and I'm pretty sure you're going to love it. It's in a rough shape. I mean, when I was a kid, and you're probably going to see some pictures on the screen, I mean, the bike I had as a kid was a 5-6 year old bike, but now they are 35, 40 years old. So yeah, it's gonna need a restoration. So let's jump back on the road and let's go pick up that bike. Man, I'm excited.
Oui, toi?
Ah, ça devrait marcher.
J'en ai assez de projets.
Hein?
J'aurais bien fait, mais j'en ai assez de projets. Moi, MR2 commence à avancer pas mal. Là, j'ai des cartes, je veux monter un setup de drag pour les cartes.
OK.
Avec un 804, 2 cylindres, 2 temps.
Ça rentre parfaitement.
Ben oui, ça rentrait dans tes 2004.
Faut juste pas... Ah, il va pas nulle part.
Non, il va pas de là.
Bon, en tout cas, je te remercie.
Il y a pas de trouble, c'est moi qui
So as you can see, I'm at the shop right now. It's been a long time. I mean, usually I'm here almost every day in the summer, working on the cars and whatnot. And right now the car is just filled with like customer cars, not even like the Jedi is not here, Corvette is not here. But we've got this little thing right over here. So let me explain to you what I was thinking when I decided to just go on the marketplace and search for that bike. What's the reason behind that bike? Before I was into cars, I really love dirt bikes. And as a kid, I remember I was probably 7 years old. At my graduation from, I think it was 2nd to 3rd grade or something like that, my father surprised me with a bike just like this. The same exact thing, same model, same year. And even if I'm a lot taller now, a lot bigger, I was thinking of, you know, at the racetrack when we are doing like race wars and stuff like that, what better idea to like move around quickly than just buy a small pit bike or a dirt bike. And then I thought to myself, well, that would be great to just get a CR and restore it just like my dirt bike I had as a kid. And don't get me wrong, these are super quick. Don't put a young child on this if he's not ready to handle such a quick bike. And even for a full-grown man, you can hurt yourself on that thing. So let me run you through what it is and the little backstory. So here you have it, 1984 Honda CR. These are super uber rare in any condition, whether it's like brand new in this condition or in parts. They are quite expensive and they are getting expensive. I was lucky enough to get this one for $700 and I saw some mint one going for like $3,000, $3.5 grand. So I was lucky to have it's clean somehow, but it needs work. I could start it like right away if I want to. I just need to reinstall the carb, and the kill switch is not there. But other than that, it could be a running bike. What I'm going to do, I want to tear this apart, redo everything, change the stickers because they are not accurate to the year. And I'm going to powder coat the frame white, just like the bike I had, even though it's supposed to be like orange or red. But other than that, there's some panels missing. The number plates on the sides are missing, as you can see. But and also, these are not the factory handlebars. I need to change that. All these pieces are going to be black again, just like factory. But great looking bike, and it's going to be fun because at Race Wars, when we are doing Race Wars, I can just put that thing in the trunk of the Honda Element and then bring the dirt bike with us, and it's not that big. And the other cool thing, even though I'm like a 200-pound man, I can sit on it and the tire is not in the fender, so that's super awesome. So guys, if you want to see a full build series on that thing, let me know in the comment down below. Also, we need a name for this project. Even though it's not a Fast and Furious car, we need a name. So give me a suggestion in the comment down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe, guys. I realize that like just a very small amount of you who's watching the video are subscribed. Please just hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and it's going to help a lot on the channel. So please, if you can, just do it right away. And also, there's a ton of new stuff coming your way. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I didn't have enough content about the Maxima to do a whole video about the hood of the car, but at least I was able to just put that in so you can see the hood of the Maxima being done and whatnot. Now you know how it works, because in the movie you can see Jesse opening up the hood, but you never really knew what was the mechanism of the hood. So now you see, and I really wanted to show you that. We are going to see the Maxima. The paint is fully done. We're going to check out the car with Martin. He's going to explain us what he did to the car, the challenges and everything. But also, I'm actually bringing the sound system, sorry for the mess, of the Maxima. We're going to put that in the car to install it later, but it's super exciting. So without further ado, let's jump on the road and go see the Maxima. So I just arrived at the body shop. The Maxima is right over here and it looks fabulous. By the way, that's a Skyline. So we're going to meet up Martin and he's going to tell you what he did so far to the car. And to be honest, the car looks much better than it used to be a couple of weeks ago. So, salut, salut.
Salut, salut.
L'auto, encore une fois, pour redire la même chose, l'auto a changé beaucoup.
Oui, ben là, la majorité des trims sont remontés, les poignées de porte, les serrures, la valise, les lumières en arrière. Il nous manque le capot. Hint.
Ouais, c'est ça qui arrive, il manque le capot.
Le putain de capot, pour utiliser le bon terme bien français. Fait qu'on attend après ça pour finaliser le devant. Évidemment, j'aime mieux l'avoir pour fitter tout le bumper, lumière, tout le kit. Ça a des petits ajustements.
Pour aligner toutes les gaps.
Avec tous les jeux, ouais, ça va être beaucoup plus facile. En attendant, on va probablement finaliser tout le polissage d'ici une semaine ou deux. Probablement faire un bon clean-up à l'intérieur aussi. On va se préparer à travailler sur le système de son. Installer radio. Des heures de plaisir.
Des heures de plaisir.
Des heures de plaisir. Ça, puis enlever parlant d'heures de plaisir, le super tape masqué qu'on a mis sur le toit.
Ouais, parce qu'il est arrivé comme un...
Bon, on a touché la peinture, puis c'est resté comme ça au soleil 2-3 jours, puis là, ben, c'est super sec.
Ça va prendre du temps.
Ça va être long à décoller, fait que ouais, la colle, c'est fâcheusement, avec le soleil, c'est un combo dégueu. Puis ben, c'est ça. En gros, on arrive pas à sa finition. Beaucoup encore de petits trims à remonter, des petites braquettes à attacher pour les pare-chocs. Vérifier aussi, on va faire des braquettes pour venir les hausses du tout ouvrant qui descendent dans le quarter en arrière à côté de l'exhaust.
OK.
Puis en gros, ouais, c'est ça. Fait qu'on on va rattacher des trucs, faire des petits touch-ups de noir sur le radiateur en avant, sur le support de radiateur en fait. Mettre les faux sels. Les miroirs, on a essayé un miroir tantôt, vous allez voir les photos, c'est super cute.
On a aussi essayé les jupes, on va voir ça à l'écran à un moment donné.
Un moment donné. Puis il va rester les jupettes installées sur le bumper en avant, fog lamp. Et l'autre fog lamp, le fog lamp JDM.
Bon, on n'a pas encore décidé lequel qu'on va utiliser, il y a deux modèles.
Ça fait un an qu'on travaille là-dessus, mais on ne le sait pas encore. Mais ouais, non, c'est beaucoup de choix de finition puis de petits trucs. Ton trim de carbone qu'il faut que tu commandes aussi.
Ouais, à l'intérieur. So basically, in the interior of the real car, you see it's supposed to have the carbon fiber over here. Also, you can see the big brake we need to install. Here's the mirror.
La grille, la peinturée qu'on n'a pas fait encore. Là.
Oui.
Super grille.
We need to paint that also.
Top and then some more mechanic. Supercharged missing somewhere here or a little bit both sides.
Twin supercharge.
Twin supercharge. Puis and some new straps someday because I'd like to not hear it when we start because it's crying like hell. But that's about it, I guess. Some more touch-ups, filling a little bit of tapes here and there.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in my trusty Honda Element with some car parts. And when I mean car parts, I got car parts everywhere. I even received my Vortec pulley for the Vortec supercharger on the car. And yeah, car parts usually means performance parts, and it usually means more power. In today's video, we are going to install performance mods on the Maxima for the first time. It's going to be probably a two-part video or even a three-part video if the installation of the Vortec is very complicated, which I think it will be. But anyway, and also I want to mention today's sponsor for the video, ModFind. I was able, using ModFind, to find some rare parts for the Maxima. Indeed, the big brake kit that we are going to install today on the car was actually found on ModFind, and also the supercharger. And these parts, if you know just a little bit about A32 Maxima, these parts are super hard to come by. And with the app, with ModFind app, I was able to, with my phone, just download the app, search for what I was looking for, and voila, I got it. And if you are using ModFind to sell part, you can actually reward people with a kickback. So the people that was sharing your ad can get rewarded of sharing it with that kickback feature, which is super cool. So guys, download the ModFind app today on your phone and start finding what you're really looking for in terms of car parts. By the way, I just want to show you something. I did some updates to the Civic Type R. I lowered the suspension, and I think it looks much better that way. And also I installed the Mugen visor. I don't know if it comes up on screen real well. It's written Mugen, so you know, they are worth like twice as much as the knockoffs, and they are pretty similar, but you know, I like genuine stuff and the fit is just perfect. Let me know in the comments if you like this style so far. I'm thinking about adding the Mugen lips to the car. But anyway, the subject of the matter today is that little thing. So let's go work on the Jetta, clean the Jetta, and go drive to the body shop. So I'm arrived at the body shop, as you can see. I'm waiting for Martin. So in the meantime, I'm going to do some sick drone shots for the video. So yeah, why not? By the way, if you think that your roads are bad wherever you live in the world, I mean, to do like 20-mile drive with the Jetta today, it took me almost an hour just because the roads are so bad. I need to take other roads to get to the destination because of the Super 10 tire. It was not fun, but I really wanted to do the first drive with the Jetta this year, and also I wanted to take that picture of the Jetta with the Maxima. So cue the drone shots. Maxima is right there. We are going to remove that wheel and try to test fit the big brake kit, which is right there. We took some pictures also with the Jetta. I don't know if you can, the Jetta's right there. But anyway, let's jack the car, remove the wheel, and we'll try to fit the brakes.
Ah.
Beau setup. Ça fit très bien les mags en plus.
Ah, c'est pas overkill, c'est pas...
Non, mais c'est le spacer qui fait que ça fit, là, puisque honnêtement, je suis pas sûr. Ben non, le sans spacer, ça passerait.
The next day.
So we've got a ton of stuff. We've got the supercharger in it right there. And we've got the suspension. Let's install that on the car. I'm super stoked about these. The quality so far, second to none. And they don't have the regular clamps here. Only one with an Allen key. It's going to be much easier to adjust the height. So right now I'm running into an issue. Working on an old car means old bolts, and I'm trying to remove these right there, and they are tough. So we're going to try to remove the bolt, and then we're going to finally install the front coilovers. But so far there's a lot of lubricant needed in order to remove these bolts. It sucks, but it happens. By the way, look at this. I finally got my plates for the Stillen calipers. By the way, these were super easy to install, basically bolt-ons, as you can see. So let's remove the chuck now.
C'est juste pour... Tu veux la mettre directive?
So as you can see, the front is finally done and it looked amazing. It was not easy, but we did it. Now we need to do the same thing on the back. Since all the plastic and the interior are like undone, it's going to be easy to reach for the nut and bolts in order to change the struts. But let's do this now. C'est stiff?
C'est fait pour patiner.
Comment ça?
Quand c'est dur de même, ça fait pas de transport.
Ah, il est dur?
Ça fait juste...
Tabarnak!
Oh, je pense qu'ils ont confondu 10 puis 6.
Ça se peut, hein?
Ça se peut, hein, Chris. Je sais pas. Avec le moteur, ça va être en arrêt, mais... Ça va être stiff.
The suspension is finally installed on the car. It looks awesome. It was not a video that we really had something to say. I think it was more of just a suspension install, basically. We had to have a look to the sound system. Now we are going to know how much speaker wire that we're going to need for the complete installation. In the upcoming video, you're going to see we're going to install the supercharger, at least start the installation of the supercharger. I feel like it's not going to be an easy task. There's a lot of stuff to install. There's a lot of parts. I mean, the instruction manual that provided by Stillen is like 62 pages. That's a lot. So we're going to try to fit that into the car. For now, I think I think the car is coming together pretty nicely. We are on the final stretch. After the installation of the sound system and the body kit, the suspension and the supercharger, we are going to be ready to install the graphics, the window tint and the interior. It's going to be awesome.
What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a bit of a different video because we've been struggling to keep the pace with this build for the release date of Fast and Furious 9. We are going to start this video from the installation of the supercharger, and then you're going to see a lot of stuff. If you've been if you're following me on Instagram, you know all this stuff. You saw the installation of the graphics and everything. By the way, if you want to follow me on Instagram, right here, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to see the next project after this one. It's going to be announced at the reveal date, or at the reveal day of this car. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, the video today is going to be a mashup of the past 3 to 4 weeks with the supercharger install, the rest of the suspension installation, sound system, interior and everything. And after this big video that you're going to watch, we are going to probably do the reveal video, or maybe we're going to film some other content with the car. I'm still not sure, but let's jump into the video right now because this is going to be a good one. Let's go.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired with yesterday.
Okay, so take 2. We reinstall this, the oil feeder, the coolant hose. And now we need to reinstall the tube, the intake tubes that goes there, and the auxiliary fuel pump right over here. Okay, so while we are installing the supercharger, we are on the final stretch right now. I want to show you something. We've got the front bumper here ready to install. The hood is almost ready to paint. And here's the car. Honestly, I can't wait to see it finally done with the graphics and everything. So let's try to make this car move by the end of the day. So as you can see, now the supercharger is installed. We installed the piping, mass airflow, and now we need to connect everything. Then we are going to install the FMU, and then we're going to install the auxiliary fuel pump right over here. We've got the parts and the part bin, like the fuel pump is right there, and the FMU supposed to be right here. There, you got it. Here's the thing that when you're looking at pictures of the Maxima, that's the thing that goes around here. So it's starting to look like something. And also we're going to put lume almost everywhere. Like every hose that you see will be blue, and the blow-off valves hose will be yellow, just like the real thing. Oops.
So the supercharger is finally installed. We need to plug a few things, but definitely the car needs some tuning, as you can hear from the video. Yeah, it definitely needs a tune, but at least everything is functioning, so that's a good thing. Next is going to be the exhaust.
The next day.
So I just arrived at the shop. I took the Corvette for a spin. It was actually super nice. What we're going to do now, we're going to raise the suspension on the Maxima because it's a bit too low, and the new exhaust is knocking on the rear beam, so you can quite hear it, the huge clunk. So we're going to fix that, raise the suspension, and install probably install the FMU. I'm still not sure if we're going to do this right now, but let's see. So let's go see the car. Here's a Corvette, first time of the year, and the car is lifted. Okay, so we raised the suspension. I know it looks kind of hot right now, but it's because of the floor. Definitely higher, but there is going to be about 200 pounds or more in the trunk, so this is kind of okay if you calculate the weight of the interior, the sound system, and everything. So now I'm raising back the front, but in the end it's going to be okay. A lot of fine-tuning, but yeah, now I'm raising back the front, but yeah, a lot of work gonna be done. Now the good thing though, the exhaust is not knocking on the rear beam. I don't know if you can see it, but the exhaust was really close to that rear axle, and our biggest concern is if we hit a bump with the car and it hit the exhaust, this would go up and knock on the body, and we don't want that. So okay, let's go back on the front. Let's go raise the suspension, and it should be okay. So the front height is a little bit higher. I think it's good.
I'm following your lead, I'm following the spirit, don't go in the spirit, I'm lost into the ceiling, lost into the ceiling, lost into the ceiling.
So far there's a bunch of work that has been done to the car. Let me run you through some of the stuff we did. Supercharger install, almost done. We need to do some wiring for the fuel pump. Strut bars install, blue looming, graphics, still missing the yellow parts and the chrome parts because we need to do the all of the airbrush inside the car. We are currently wiring the sound system. This is already plugged in. As you can see, the sound system, the speakers and the doors, they are already installed. Beautiful blue sway for the seats. Still missing the headrest because we need to mount the TVs. The sound system, as for the subwoofers, the box is currently being made. It's going to be installed very soon. So all the wiring is done. We got capacitors, we got breaker boxes like these, just like the original car. I mean, look at it. It looks amazing. So let's continue some wiring inside the car. So right now we are doing the wiring. I need to install this through the seat in order to connect the headrest. 2 years ago, I went on Instagram and I asked you guys, which car should I build next? So the poll was between the 240SX that Letty was driving or the Nissan Maxima that Vince was driving. I got an overwhelming amount of replies from you guys, and the Maxima will win. But by the way, if you've chosen to go with the 240SX, stay tuned till the end of the video. You might like what you'll see. Maybe you're familiar with the place behind me. This is where that dude in blue was standing 4 years ago when he came to Montreal to see the reveal of the Jetta. And we decided to go with the same exact location to do the reveal of the Maxima. So without further ado, follow me into the shop and I'll show you the Furious Maximus, the Fast and Furious Maxima. Right beside me is the first known in existence replica of the Maxima from the Fast and the Furious, first screen and spec accurate car. Let me show you some of the detail that makes this car a Fast and Furious replica of the Maxima. First of all, we've got the still-in lip kit, which is the same exact thing you saw in the movie. All the same fog lamp, clear corner and everything. Then we've got the hood. If you saw the Fast and the Furious, you know at some point they open up the hood and instead of opening the right way, it's actually reverse mounted. So it goes forward when you open it. A lot of custom work was done there, but the result is astonishing. Also, we've got the custom louvers that were punched into it just like the real thing. Then we move back and we can see the still-in 4-piston caliper big brake kit with the 2 pieces rotor. That thing stopped on a dime. Then we move further back. We've got the Bomex mirror, the same exact thing you saw in the car. Bomex never made mirrors for a Maxima. These were actually made for an S14, but it kind of fits. So it followed the lines of the car pretty well. And I think the one thing that is the pièce de résistance of the car is actually the modern image graphic. These are not prints. These are actually multi-layered graphics with airbrush on top. I think it looks phenomenal. It's the exact same thing you saw in the movie. Fun fact, if you look in the movie, the left side of the car is not really like the right side. We decided to recreate that on the side of this car. Now we are inside the car, so we completely modified the engine, we completely modified the exterior, and the interior was no exception. We were lucky enough to have a car that the interior was already pretty well taken care of. All the plastic were in great shape, although the interior
on the other end was pretty dry. So we completely redone every single bit of fabric inside the car. The blue insert inside the leather seats, the door panel, even the PlayStation in the back on the rear panel, everything is custom made. We also have a company named Luxwood who did the custom carbon fiber dash kit. And we were lucky enough to have a company that was still able to produce that kit for the car in 2021. Also, there's some little detail inside the car that you cannot even see in the movie, but lucky enough, we had this magazine with us, and we were able to see stuff pretty hidden inside the car, like the HKS boost gauge that is actually sitting inside the cup holders. And also on top of the dash, we even got the same air freshener that you can see in the Mobile Entertainment magazine. Pretty nice touch, and the smell is not that bad. In the middle of the dash, we've got the same sound system that we could see in the magazine, which is a very, very old, and you can see it by the screen. It's a very old Clarion head unit, but everything works so good. There's a sound processor underneath the seat to maximize the power of each speakers inside the car. This is a sound theater on wheel. The quality of the sound is insane. And for the people in the back of the car, we've got TVs in the headrest, just like in the old days. It looks awesome. For the Furious Maximus, it's not only the look of the car that matters, but we really wanted to have the performance as well. So if you go under the custom hood, you can see the supercharger, which is a Vortec V1 Stillen kit. So it was made by Stillen with Vortec parts to fit the Nissan Maxima. So it's almost like an OEM kit. Everything is bolted onto the car, and it adds up over 50 horsepower, which is well needed if you consider all the weight from the sound system in the back. So we're going to talk about the sound system a little bit later, but underneath the hood, we've got, like I said, the Optima battery, the Vortec supercharger, and the custom exhaust that goes all the way to the back and exit through the side quarter panel of the car, just like what you saw in the movie. So like I said, this car is really a sound theater on wheel. When you open up the trunk, you can clearly see the reason why. So we've got 3 W12 GTI GBL subs with 5 amplifiers and 5 capacitors. The amount of power from this setup is astonishing, and the quality of the sound makes it even better. One fun fact about this trunk setup in the car, every single part had to be found over Marketplace. There's a lot of people wondering where you get this part and that part, but for this matter, I had to scoop some parts from Mexico. Some of the sound systems, some of the amplifier came from Texas, all over the world, just to be able to put everything together to make the car look just like the setup from the movie. So this is the Furious Maximus, the Fast and Furious Maxima replica. I really hope you liked following this build over the course of the past 6 months on YouTube. It was a blast to build, and this car couldn't be possible without my sponsor. So I really want to take just a small moment of this video just to salute every sponsors. So first of all, a huge shout out to ModFind. ModFind is a website where you can buy used parts, and you can also sell your old parts to get a little bit of money back. So very useful to use ModFind. I actually used ModFind to get the supercharger and the brakes. This was really nice of them to be part of this journey. Also, GRP Online. This is the place to get all your performance part. This is one of the biggest warehouses in Canada in terms of car parts, performance parts. So go check them out. I also want to thank Auto Primo. They were the guys that actually supplied the Maxima for this project. So a huge shout out to Auto Primo. They are a used car dealership situated in Laval, Quebec, Canada. There's Inside Custom Interior, who did the upholstery inside the car, the seats, the door panel. They did a tremendous job. They also did the interior in the Fast and the Furious Jetta. and they are always working with me on my projects. And lastly, I really want to thank a huge shout out to Martin at TechniPro Body Shop. He's the guy that actually did almost everything on the car. He did the paint work, the body work, the sound system install was also his creation, and he helped me out installing the supercharger. And Martin is going to be the one building the next car with me. If you remember at the beginning of the video, I told you there's gonna be another Fast and Furious replica after the Maxima. It's pretty simple to understand which car we are going to build. If you see behind me, there's a Jetta, there's the Maxima. If you watch the video with my friend Damien last summer, he's building the R33. And the car that remains on build right now, there's no one that actually built that car, is Letty's 240 SX, the S14. So this is the next project. Over the course of the next few months, you're going to see the 240 SX appear on the channel. We are going to start searching for the parts, and once we got everything, we are going to start doing the body work on the car. Our goal is to do the first ever replica of Letty's 240 SX. So this is going to be a fun build. By the way, if you love that 240 SX, I just want to do a small mention to my friend Gabriel in Florida. He's actually restoring a Letty's 240 SX. The real car that you saw in the scene at Race Wars, he's got that car. He was able to track down the car, and now he's rebuilding it. So be sure to check him out. I'm going to leave the link to follow him in the description down below. So guys, this was a pleasure of filming these videos about this car. And look for the car over the next few months, because the car will be, since right now COVID is not over, but practically over, we can go to car shows again. Look for this car in a car show near you. We are going to travel across Canada and the United States, and that would be great to finally get not only the Jetta, but the Maxima at the Fast and Furious house for some ultimate nostalgia. So guys, my name is Dum Dub. Thank you for supporting this channel. If you're not subscribed yet, please go subscribe to the channel. And like always, I see you in the next one. Bye.
What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, well, you saw the unveiling of the Maxima. It was awesome. And you know, our goal at first was to just have Craig Lieberman and Chad Lindbergh, aka Jesse, and Matt Schultz, aka Vince, at the reveal of the car. Due to COVID, and since we are in Canada and US travelers cannot come over here, yeah, it changed our plans quite a bit. But the car will be unveiled to Matt Schultz at some point. Same thing goes for Chad. Our goal is to have Chad unveil the car to Matt Schultz. That would be awesome. That would be like Jesse showing off the car to Vince. Again, that would be awesome. So that's the thing. But since Craig Lieberman is very active on Instagram and YouTube and, you know, stuff like that, we decided to just get him on FaceTime and unveil the car to him. And we are just walking around. We've tried to get the sound right. You're going to see it's not perfect, but at least we tried. At least we can see his reaction, and it's awesome. So without further ado, here's the unveiling of the Maxima to the guy who actually built the original thing, Craig Lieberman.
Bonjour, ça va? So, Craig, this is the moment.
Yes, moment.
To show you the car.
Oh.
So you're ready for the...
I thought you were going to do a burnout.
No, not yet. No.
All right, I'm out. Bye.
So let me flip the camera around. I'll show you. There you go.
Holy shit.
So here you have it.
it's done. So what do you want to see? Do you want me to show you the engine first, or?
Yes, of course, man. It's all under the hood, baby. I want to hear that supercharger squeal like a schoolgirl.
Okay, first of all, we're going to start it. Martin. So Martin is going to start the car, then we're going to open up the hood. So you can hear the supercharger. And now we are going to show you how the hood opens and everything.
I think you're going to need it by some point a microphone for your phone. That's what I had to do.
Yes, you cannot hear me, or?
No, I can hear you now. It's just when there's loud engine noise going on.
It clips?
It basically shuts down. It's like it overloads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. I think it... Oh, you latchy. Good.
Nope.
Yeah. Ah, you latchy. Okay. So one thing that actually happens with the car sometimes, it's still latch when you're trying to open up the hood, but
yeah.
So there you have it.
I had a prop rod that held the hood up on one side, as I recall.
Yeah, that's the next thing we need to do. But here's
all the little things you gotta look at.
Yeah. So and
unfortunately, my body shop did it all for me, so I didn't have to play with anything.
So
you get the brakes installed.
The brakes are installed front and rear. On peut le faire. Huh?
Looks like you did the air brushing on the decals.
Yes, I'm going to show it to you. Martin did.
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hardest part about that, you know.
The most easy part.
Alright, let's see the audio system.
The audio system? Okay. Let me show it to you. Well, first of all, t'as-tu les clés? Il s'est barré.
Good car.
Good car. Okay, there you go.
Jesus, that's exactly right, man.
Yeah, inside the gauge.
Got the boost gauge there.
Even the switch.
Yep.
So we don't have no CDs for now, but here's the radio, the setup, this, and we've got the magazine on the seats. And let me show you the trunk. There you go. We still need to clean the amp a little bit, but so far so good. And the TV is also in the back. So what do you think? And with this DVD.
So this was the reaction of Craig regarding the Furious Maximus. We unveiled the car right after we filmed the unveiling of the car, so that's why this is the same background as what you saw in the previous video. If you, by the way, if you haven't watched
the unveiling of the car. You can click right away right here to watch it. Sadly, the video cut short because we had some sound issues regarding the conversation on FaceTime with Craig. We realized afterward that the reason why we had no sounds with him was because we actually turned the car on, and after that the Bluetooth of the car had some issues with my phone, and that's why we lost everything. But from what we saw, he was super happy of the build. You can even see him at some point. He's speechless regarding the interior of the car, regarding the car itself. The other fun fact is there's a lot of people, I've read the comment on the unveiling of the car. There was a lot of people saying, I bet Craig Lieberman would be watching this and pointing out each and every detail you got wrong. And here's a comment of the guy. I had no choice, but the funny thing is we actually unveiled the car the same day we shoot the unveiling for the video, the previous video. So when I saw that comment from the guy, I was like, no, but Craig really liked the car and he actually worked with me on it. At the moment of this recording, there's already a bunch of articles about the car. So Drive Tribe, Car Buzz, Motor Authority, Motor One, you name it. There's a bunch of people who actually featured that car, and I think it's super cool. So this will wrap up this video. Honestly, I wish I could make a bigger video with Craig regarding this car. At first we wanted to, I asked him to just be part of this video by filming something else, like a small video review that I could put in this video, but he's super busy these days. So maybe we're going to do a video together, maybe later. Maybe we're going to do another Skype video kind of thing and put it into a YouTube video. But there's definitely something that I want to do with him. I want to do more content regarding this car, regarding the Fast and Furious cars with Craig Lieberman. So we're going to see. I want to know, what do you want to see from the Maxima? There's a bunch of people asking me for maybe like a sound system review, or just like showing off the sound system and different parts of the car. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be more than happy to film more content with that car. Don't forget, by the way, to subscribe to the channel. Just to subscribe to show your support, and the more we are, the more, you know, the good thing with YouTube, the more views we got, the easiest it is to build more projects because of the ad revenue and stuff like that. So the more you're subscribing to me and watching the videos, it means a lot. It's something that for you it's free, and on my end it makes project like this possible. So guys, with that said, like I said, it was a small video. I just wanted to share with you the reaction of Craig regarding the Furious Maximus. I think he really liked it. It's awesome, and I can't wait to show him the car in real life. With that said, guys, I see you in the next video. Have a nice day. I see you in the next one. Bye.